decided to make a YouTube channel
because we're bored and we want something to do with our lives.
Yes, so this is what we're doing today. We are going to be doing our makeup while answering a few questions so that you can get to know us, and then we'll have a set schedule from here onwards. And we might speak about it later, I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, so I've got a very natural, like everyday makeup look. So Erin she wears more makeup than I do. She wears foundation, I don't. I don't like covering up my freckles because then I look like a blank canvas.
And I like to cover so I have a weird skin pigment, so like it'll be splotchy pink in some areas and then nice pink in other areas, and I just need it to be like smooth, one color type thing. So I have a blank canvas to work with so that I can be the artiste I want to be.
Create her perfect skin.
Yes. So right now I am putting on moisturizer because I have dry AF skin, and it is Sanctuary Spa moisturizer. Very good, very thick, doesn't make my face feel gross, makes my face smooth and moisturized, so I'm very happy.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up all my blemishes with Color Stick. Fortunately, I am
we
female
haven't spoken about names.
and I am going through puberty, so my face does break out. Yeah, so we're already failing at this YouTube thing.
Yeah, we haven't even told you our names, like we haven't. I'm
Morgan.
And I'm Erin, and we are stepsisters. We have been stepsisters for six
months now. So happy 6-month anniversary.
So we are doing great at the moment. My mom married her dad, and
It's been happily ever after ever since.
basically.
That's just English properly.
Oh well. Okay.
So yeah, I'm just covering all my spots. You'll just see me putting a whole bunch of this everywhere pretty much. And another spot I'm going to put it is on my chin. Erin has like really red cheeks and I tend to have like a red chin. So I usually just cover that up so it doesn't look so red.
I am busy using the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the color, I think it's Vanilla Rose or Rose Vanilla, something like that. And this foundation isn't exactly the best coverage in the whole entire world. Like, it still shows some of my pink, but it's okay because I don't mind the little pink showing through a bit. But otherwise, it's a good foundation.
Also, could I be Leonardo DiCaprio's twin that we never knew about? Not identical.
Just because you look like a boy.
Fatal, yes.
Beautiful.
Red flex, but okay. Okay, so now we'll tell you the next facts about us. As you can probably tell by now, we do not have an American accent or British accent or Australian. We are South African.
Yes.
We live at the southern tip of Africa.
We are proudly South African.
Yes, and it's not that bad.
It really isn't. And we don't have wild animals chilling in our back gardens. We have dogs and cats and normal animals.
Unless you live in a wildlife estate.
Yes.
We do have our wild animals, but they're kept in like safe areas so that we do not get eaten by them.
And that we don't hurt them because...
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is taking the Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. And yes, I don't wear foundation, but I just like to contour my cheekbones just so they look a bit more snatched. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
And I'm busy using... Oh, English. Anyways, so I'm busy using the Makeup Revolution London Conceal and Define in the shade C2. It is very good. In South Africa, we unfortunately do not have Shape Tape, so this is the best that we can do because that is one of the flaws that South Africa sadly contains, is that we can't get those good luxury brands all the time because it's just...
Another flaw is load shedding. If you're South African and you're watching this, you will completely understand. But if you're not South African and you're watching this, load shedding is when they switch off our power.
Yes,
no
for hours on end.
And the most we've had is 6 hours, right? That's 6 hours.
Or 8. I don't know.
Like, they call it like stage 4. That's like hectic. Stage 4.
Crazy amount. And it just takes forever. And
the only good thing from it are the memes. That's the only good thing.
Literally. That's so funny. The amount of memes that have come out of load shedding is crazy. But South Africa...
Quality content.
Yes. South Africa is still a great place to live. It's just...
It's very beautiful.
It is. It's just we
unfortunately
problems though have shit government.
Yeah.
Should I be swearing?
Well, we've got to figure out if we want to be family friendly or not, but you know.
I don't really care. Like, I don't know. Should we be family friendly?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine.
If our parents are watching this, we are sorry.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is use the Essence Salute Paris palette, and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. They're pretty dark already, but I would like to make sure that you can't see any of my skin in between. And I'm just going to fill that in. Next thing I'll tell you guys is how old we are. I'm 15 and I'm in grade 9.
Yes, and I am 16. I'm grade 10. I do look 12, but it's okay because I have a sense of humor of a grade 10. If that makes any sense.
So I'm homeschooled, so I'm not going to have to deal with people making fun of me until I actually make contact with the outer world.
Yes.
Which will be very rarely.
So
only Fridays and Saturdays.
if any of my fellow high schoolers are watching this, please do not judge me at school. I am at least
doing something with our life.
Yes.
Instead of just going on Instagram for hours. I'm just outing myself in this video.
Let's be pro.
Well, I mean, I'm not shading you guys, I'm also shading myself. That's like what we're doing here, to try and figure out what to do with our time. Because as most people probably think and assume homeschoolers are very lazy, that is true. I am one of them.
You
get the
aren't
odd
exactly
few.
lazy, you just don't like go out much.
Yeah, which, I mean, I don't hate. I enjoy my own company, so...
She doesn't have a problem.
But yeah, I'm not like socially awkward or anything. Like I love socializing, but I also do like being by myself and like spending self time by myself. You know, like self care. You know, we love to spend time with ourselves because we love ourselves. Unpopular opinions, okay? Some of you are gonna hate me, but I love pineapple on pizza. And also, cake isn't that amazing. It's just dry.
It literally,
that's all it is. Like, I'd rather have cheesecake over.
No one seems to make really decent cake. Like, it's just not good. And everyone makes a big deal out of it. Like, sometimes I crave it like crazy, but other times I just don't eat it.
Is cheesecake considered a cake?
Yes, it's in the name.
Okay, never mind. Cheesecake's not overrated. It's underrated.
Yeah, but like, is it actually a cake? Yeah, it is.
Well, it's not like unless you have the baked one. I don't like the baked one. I like the fridge one.
The fridge one. They all can go in fridges. It's more of like a tart. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, that's the best way I can explain it.
A tart.
Okay, so I just used the Yardley Loose Powder Translucent Buff to do my setting powder so that everything sticks on my freaking face.
Another unpopular opinion. Bacon is not that amazing.
It really isn't. And I recently watched a video of them slaughtering pigs and it just messed with me. And so now I have a problem with bacon. And I know they do that with other animals, but I'm yet to see a video about cows and stuff. So until that comes out, I will be eating beef and chicken and fish. To my heart's desire. I'm not trying to attack them vegans, but like...
No shade. Oh, you're using it. I was looking for the eye primer, but everyone's got it.
So this is the eye foundation by Catrice Cosmetics. It is an eye primer. It is matte, apparently. Doesn't look like matte, but it's okay. And it does the job very well. I'm happy with it. Go there. Proud.
Proud
I should probably do my eyebrows first, right? Don't be smart. Okay. I'm going to do my eyebrows first before I start with my foundation. I really have issues. I'm going to use the Brow Styler by Second Love. It is great and it is in light brown. It's a good freaking brow gel.
I'm going to let you know a little secret. It is not the morning while we're filming this. This is currently like... It's 21:12, so it's 12 minutes past 9. This just proves that we don't go out. We're literally getting ready for nothing. But you know, we're doing something with our time, and that's all that matters. So now we're going to tell you what we do for fun, just so you guys can get to know us a bit more. We genuinely do nothing with our time. Hence why we started a YouTube channel. We just like, I watch YouTube and Netflix a lot. At the moment I'm currently watching How to Get Away with Murder. I think I'm on season 4 now. Yeah, I'm on episode 1, season 4. And I'm like really enjoying it at the moment, to the point where I'm like binging it, which is a problem. We go to the beach a lot because we do live by the coast, so it's great. I actually tanned today, felt very proud of myself. I was doing something spontaneous and outdoors. Outdoorsy. Although nothing much is going to happen from it because I don't tan.
We are literally the palest people on the face of the earth. It's terrible. But I usually watch Netflix, and I have finished Outlander, I've finished Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders is a good one. I'm currently waiting for season 5.
I've watched it.
She's watched it. I'm waiting to watch it with my boyfriend. But I'm so excited. As you can tell, Erin is currently single. So hit her up, boys.
I love how you can say "as you can tell," like it's just plastered on my face.
Because you freaked out when I said
single.
my boyfriend.
I know, but like,
You went, which is something a single person would do.
that is very true. Like, if you are single, when you look at couples, you're just like gross. But when you're in a relationship, you
Exactly.
understand. But like,
It's the cutest thing when you're in a relationship.
Not for me. It's just.
So that's another thing. I spend time with my boyfriend because he's amazing. And if you're watching this, I love you.
It's so gross.
Let's make Erin feel awkward with
What was I saying? Oh yes. So I finished Outlander, Peaky Blinders, Sex Education. What else have I finished? Euphoria.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Is it good?
There's 8 episodes. It is good.
Only 8?
There's only 8, but they're coming out more.
Oh,
I
okay,
finished
yeah,
The
I was gonna watch the
Society.
series,
I finished Friends. I finished.
Oh, Friends is good.
What else have I finished?
Gossip Girl.
Gilmore Girls. Finished Gossip Girl. What else have I finished? Oh, You and Me. Is it You and Me or Me and You?
I don't know.
Oh, You. It's
It's
You.
you. Did you finish that?
Yeah.
I only watched a few episodes of that. I'm currently watching Phineas and Ferb from season 4. And I'm very happy with my life
2
right
different
now.
types. of
Because
girls.
you know, all this whole thing about like it's the end of the decade has really got me in my feels. So now I realise that Phineas and Ferb and SpongeBob SquarePants were my favourite series as like a kid. So now I've decided to rewatch it just because it's so iconic.
I just filled in my brows with the Makeup Revolution London palette. I like to fill them in a bit more, and I don't really like the finish of a pencil all that much, so I use this shade and it works and does the job, and it fills in my brows and makes them look beautiful.
I'm just
It's
currently
gross.
using the James Charles palette.
It's
Like,
my
I'm not going
job.
to tell you each individual shade because this isn't really a tutorial. We're just showing you how you do your makeup. So I just use very like light, warm toned shades of my.
And now I'm currently putting brow see-through gel on in order to keep my eyebrows nice and bushy. And here's a tip. With your baby hairs, if you don't want them to stick up like mine do all the time, you brush them down with the stuff and it will stay put.
I've got a question for any homeschoolers.
So a lot of people like wonder like do we do work in pajamas and stuff? And at first when I first started homeschooling I did, I wouldn't do all my clothes the same all the time. But eventually I just got very like unproductive. So now I actually get out of bed and like I've got a same training routine now. I've got a routine like I get changed into an outfit. What I love about homeschooling is I can express myself more. So I usually will get into an outfit that like expresses myself. So I've been like playing around with clothes and playing a lot more, which is great. But then I do like my makeup and everything. I was wondering if that's like a normal thing for all homeschoolers to do. Like, do you eventually just get very bored staying in pajamas and actually feel like getting up and being productive? Because that happens to me. Thank you. Lauren, for that little tutorial. Just so people understand.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I decided to do blue.
Spontaneous.
And I don't know why, because I know I'm just not good at with this nonsense. It's just not gonna work out for me, and it's just no.
Should we tell them what we're thinking of doing with this channel?
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so we aren't going to exactly be like a channel where we're together. We're going to do different things on the same channel. So we'll be posting 3 times a week. This is what we figured out so far. It might change, we don't know. Erin's thinking of doing something along the lines of like true crime, conspiracy theories. What you want to
Story
tell them?
times, yeah.
Like story times
Okay,
and
I'll
doing the
tell
makeup
them
at the same
what
time.
and then you tell them
Yeah.
what. So basically, what I wanted to do was do story times and conspiracy theories and like true murder cases, because that really makes me like happy. That's what I like, and I really want to do something that I will enjoy as much as the viewers will enjoy. And I know I watch a lot of stuff like that, and I know a lot of people who watch stuff like that. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to do my makeup. But then Morgan is going to have her thing also during the week, which
I'm still kind of figuring out. I don't know if I want to have a specific thing that I do. I really like what Erin's doing because I also enjoy watching the same content. But like obviously I'm not going to do the same thing as her. So she can do that. But I'm still figuring out what I want to do. I might just do like whatever I feel like, because you'll notice with me, my moods, my outfits, my style, everything just changes compared to like how I feel on that day, which was probably going to happen with my content as well. So at this point I think I'm just going to do everything that like I feel like doing, because I'm most likely going to get bored doing the same thing over and over again. And then prepare to see this happen a lot more, because we are going to be collabing once a week on the same channel. We'll come together and then we'll do something together.
Yes.
We don't know if we're going to do something specifically together or
usually at the end of the week. It'll probably be at the end of the week and we'll do it together, and we don't know what it's going to be yet. It can be literally anything. I think it can be whatever we want it to be. It can be cooking videos, it can be DIY videos, it can be makeup videos if we want it to be.
Anything.
Literally anything. And we will do this together at the end of the week, so that you can have us separately and you can choose to watch us separately, but then you can also see us together.
Because when we're together, it's usually an explosion of craziness. Yeah. Right now, not so much because we're very tired, but you'll see it.
We'll see it at some point. We are nuts. This whole family is nuts. We have a family
of 6.
7. If you include Saul.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
And from me, but she's not yet.
Yeah. And then we have 2 dogs, 3 cats. We used to have 2 bunnies, they both died.
So depressing.
And we used to have a hamster, but he died too. Which is kind of sad, but like, it's bound to happen.
You know, bunnies are a lot of work.
So much work.
They are so cute, but I'm gonna say something very controversial. It's just not worth it.
Oh, leave them in the wild.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we say.
Oh, scary story.
Yes. So we've had a few of these. But we're going to tell you the one that we've experienced together.
Yeah.
That was like, you might not find it scary yourself, but like in the moment when we were there, it was like the scariest thing we'd ever experienced. Like to the point we actually thought we were gonna die.
It was not fun. It was just not a good experience. I'd never want to do that again ever in my entire life. I'd rather cry. So,
which is something we might have done afterwards.
So basically, our family decided to go away on like a little trip.
This is over Easter.
Yes, into the bush, which is basically the bush, like not forestry area. I don't know how to explain it.
It's lots of like bush and like
rocks,
mountains, yeah.
Not fun.
We call it the Bosveld.
Yeah, and South Africans tend to do this a lot. And we go camping a lot, and we go into the wild, into the nature. It's just fishing. It's a well-known South African thing. Like you come here, what are you doing? Camping. What are you doing this weekend? Camping.
Where are you going? What are you doing? Hunting. Fishing.
Going in the bush.
Making a potjie, braaiing.
Yeah. And so my family decided to go. Our family actually. And
she's kicking me out, guys.
And we went to a place called Deer Cottage. And it was very pretty, but like it was scary.
So we arrived. This was our welcoming when we arrived. So we arrive and it's pitch dark. It's like, this is a Friday, so we've left after school. We're arriving. It's dark. It's just outside of the small town called Kirkwood. All you people who live in the Eastern Cape will know what that is. You would have experienced and everything. Very beautiful, okay? However, we're driving at night. It's just outside of Kirkwood. It's like 2 kilometers off the main road. We're on a gravel road now. It's pitch black. We can't see anything. We don't even know if we like going to the right place. So we arrive at this gate and we see the sign. It's like this huge gate that electric fences and it's closed, and it says
We freak out because we're like, what the flip?
and this is South Africans. You see, we are scared of lions too, okay? They don't just roam in our garden, they don't, okay? We don't interact with lions. So this is a scary thing for us too, okay? So we're like, are these lions on the outside or the inside? So my dad, we need to get in now. It's not one of those gates with like remote control. It's like you've got to open it yourself. So my dad's like, okay, fine. Like if anyone's going to sacrifice themselves, I'll do it. Thanks for that, Dad. Appreciate you lots. So he gets out and we're just like praying and hoping that he doesn't get chowed by a lion. So we get in there. He calls he called them the next day.
Really?
Yeah. Because I still remember running from the car into the house, hoping to not get eaten by a lion within that like short distance, okay? So traumatic. So we get in, we don't look outside the windows, we don't go out the whole night. We just like too scared to even make eye contact with these lions.
We weren't really happy to be there.
No, we weren't at all.
Because
It was middle of nowhere, we didn't know what
and
it
the
looked like.
house was creepy. Like if a ghost house had to be something, it was literally that house. It was so scary. It was just not a fun experience.
And the water was brown. Like this is what you would assume South Africa to look like. We don't have brown water. Occasionally it happens, occasionally. But like, that's only when they're working on our pipes or we've got a pipe that burst or something.
Yeah.
So we wake up the next day and we look around, it's like not that ugly. So we like looking up and we're like, okay, this could be good. So still haven't gone outside because we still like shit scared of these lions. So my dad calls the people and they're like, yo, no, there's no lions. We just did that to make sure nobody breaks in because that's something that happens in South Africa a lot as well.
There's so much crime.
Apparently, you know, it works because us, the guests, were scared. So it clearly works.
You
Great tactics.
tell us.
You could have used ADT, Atlas, you South Africans know what we're talking about, but no, you use a lion. It would have worked in the foreigners too. Now I know why. Okay, so we go outside and it's fine now. Things are looking up. It's over Easter, so we decided, okay, we're gonna do something cute for our siblings because we've got a younger brother and a younger sister. So we decided to do a scavenger hunt for them. Not any scavenger hunt, like a glow-in-the-dark scavenger hunt. So we set up questions and everything, and we put like glow-in-the-dark sticks because we're doing this at night. Okay, do you want to tell the rest?
Yeah,
I'm not taking over. Yeah.
And then so we are setting up the glow sticks and everything, and we are ready to go, ready to like show them everything. And then we find the like final prize, like what they're gonna find at the end of this treasure hunt, and it is like a bunch of bar ones, which is a very South African chocolate. And we're going to put this by the entrance of where you come into the whole Deer Cottage place. And so we are doing this, getting ready to go in. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
It was an ADHD.
It's ADD and ADHD. ADHD is when you get like hyper. Anyways, besides the point. And so we're walking down, and mind you, Morgan is wearing slops, so not running shoes.
I don't like shoes.
She doesn't like having closed in feet. And I am wearing sandals, those slippery sandals that if you walk on flippin' towels, you'll slip and fall in your gat. Gat is a word for bum in Afrikaans. And so we're busy walking down there, and all of a sudden we hear like this roar and this like crunching sound, and it sounds like a huge animal. So we're freaking out. We're like, what is this? So I turned to Morgan.
Were you thinking maybe there are lions?
Yeah,
maybe you didn't know there was still a lion left.
And so we are freaking out. We're like, what the flip could this be? And then I look at Morgan, I'm like, okay, we need to run. So then we start running, and I lose my flippin' sandal in this process, and Morgan is running so fast. I've never seen her run so fast in my whole entire life.
Because this is what's going through my mind. If I beat Erin, I've got a chance of living.
Which is terrible. She's going to probably leave me behind to get mauled by this freaking animal that we don't even know what it is. So we were freaking out. We were not having a fun time. And then we run inside, and we're like, oh no, everyone else is outside, and this animal could be mauling them to death. So we're freaking out inside this house, and we're like, what are we supposed to do? Because if we go outside, we could be mauled, but then that wouldn't help much. But if they're outside,
we're just chilling in the kitchen
with a knife, and we're chilling, and we're like, okay, if this thing comes in, we are going to stab this thing, and we are going to live, and we're going to have
Two
this
South
great
African
story.
instincts kicking in right there.
Dude, I've never been so scared in my whole entire life. So then we sneak outside to look like around the corner to see if there's anything there, and we see this figure standing there, busy chowing a glow stick, and we're like, what the flip? So we run back inside. Then we're freaking out. We're like, oh my word, what about family? Like, they are outside still, and we are sitting in the kitchen.
We don't know where they are.
We literally don't know where
We're
they are.
shouting for them,
And
no
all of a sudden,
answers.
they come back into the house, and they're like, what are you guys doing? And we were like, we heard an animal outside.
Chased us.
And it chased us. And they were like, there was nothing there. And they ended up getting the prize of the of the bar once, because we dropped everything, and they found it. So they ended up getting their prize. The next day, do you want to explain this?
Yeah. So the next day, us like loving our true crime and everything, instinctful detective kicks in, and we're like, no, we need to figure out what this is. We don't know what this is. Like, we need to figure it out. Because bear in mind, that night we were shook. We were like doing everything together. We bathed together in our costumes. We like slept in the same room. It was like we didn't leave each other's sides. We were too scared we were gonna get killed. So honestly, we probably did that to ourselves, watching so many true crime stories. Yeah. But anyway, you just gotta deal with it. So we go outside and we go to like where the scene of the crime happened, and we're looking around and we find footprints of this like animal, and we find Erin's slop and everything. We take her slop and we figure out that it was a baboon.
Yes, and that is like a giant flippin' monkey that will literally attack and kill anything that is smaller than it or
if you
the
want
same
to scare
size.
yourself, Google what a baboon's like bark. They call it a bark, right?
Yeah, it's a
It
bark.
sounds like they call it a bark.
It sounds like a vicious flippin' dog that's about to attack you and you might die any second. That's exactly what it sounds like. Not fun.
Like if you're scared of a dog with rabies,
Wait until
wait till
you
you see a baboon. And that wasn't our first time being chased by a baboon. It happened a second time at a place called Cliff. Remember that with Mitchell?
What was it?
When I don't know if you were there, but in Cliff, we were taking a walk with Mitchell. We heard a bark,
Oh yes,
and we literally stuck Mitchell on our back.
yes, and we
And
ran. Yeah, that was us. Oh my word, what the flip?
So clearly, us and baboons, you know.
It's not a good combo.
No, I'm actually really proud of how my makeup turned
So
out.
scary. And the second time it happened, we were on a dirt road by ourselves with my little brother.
This time it was daytime, like.
Yes, luckily. And it was a dirt road in the mountains, and then there was no parents because it was like a safe area except for freaking animals. And so we
didn't know about.
Yeah, we didn't know about.
Once again.
People just don't advertise that they have scary flipping animals literally everywhere. So then, that time we had to put Mitchell on our backs and run freaking fast.
Because he was little.
Yeah, he was tiny. He was like 3, something like that, or 4, or 5. I don't know.
This time, you know, true motherly instincts kicked in, and I was caring about someone else besides myself.
Yes, finally. Okay, so what I just lined my lips with is the Essence lip liner in the color Satin Mauve. I don't even know how to say it. Sounds cool though.
Okay, I think I'm done with my look. I'm just going to set my face. I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. It's great, recommend it. Smells a bit weird though, not gonna lie.
And I'm using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the color Seduction. Beautiful name.
Okay.
Example.
Now, I don't like, okay, so I wear a lot of lip art. We call it lip art. It's like chapstick with SPF in it because I like to make sure my lips are fine. But I don't have that with me now, so I'm just going to do a sugar lip scrub. I do this pretty much every day just to make sure my lips are always soft, exfoliate them. It also brings out like a really natural red color on my lips that I enjoy. I like.
I have just put on the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream.
It's gonna be a compilation of you farting. Terry, if you're watching this, I just said it right. I said compilation. Did I say it right? Good. I struggle to say that word.
Compilation. You said compilation. Why did you say it like that?
I can't say that word.
It's so weird. Okay,
Compilation.
anyways, I don't know, it's in the colour cashmere, 500, just so you know. Makes my lips look great, and now I'm going to use the same setting spray as Morgan
You see,
just to set my
her
lip
lips
base.
aren't natural.
They are natural. My lips are natural.
Okay.
I don't plump. Oh wait, I use plumping, but that doesn't even work.
Worked on my lips.
It doesn't work on mine. She keeps them the same exact size. Look how pretty my look is. I'm so proud of myself.
No, it's really nice. She's like looking at my makeup, questioning what I've done.
I didn't even look at it properly. It's very simple. It suits you.
Yeah,
though.
it's my everyday makeup look.
Mine's not.
Natural,
Clearly.
glowy, dewy.
Okay.
I had most of it with my huge windscreen wipers of a fringe.
Beautiful.
I didn't have this always. Erin cut this for me like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I'm a professional.
But YouTube will only know me as this for now.
Yes. Okay.
So
well,
thanks so much for watching.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed us trying
Talking.
to be
chatting shit
YouTubers.
basically.
Yeah.
Please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us a lot. We are making money.
South Africa, it's desperate times.
Struggle is real down here. Anyways, we hope to see you guys soon. And if this video doesn't make it up, then it's because of our low self-esteem.
And we'll enjoy it in our camera roll for ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey, feeling good, like I should.